What? Holy shit, will you get a look at this guy? I mean, can you imagine this as like an online dating profile photo for like eHarmony or something like that? It would be like, "Hello, ladies. My name is Amou Haji. I'm an 80-year-old Iranian man. And right now, I hold the title for the world's dirtiest man because I haven't taken a bath in 60 years. So come on, ladies, come get dirty with me. Real dirty." So, any ladies out there willing to have sex with this guy? Anybody? Do him a solid? I mean, you could wear a condom. I'm sure that would be cool with him. I know it dulls the sensation and all, and that's a drag. But I'm sure you could get him to wear a ribbed one, for your pleasure. Okay. I know I'm making fun of this guy, but it's actually kind of sad. Because he is crazier than like a rabid raccoon. And there's no way this guy is getting laid at all. I mean, 60 years without a bath equals 59 years and 364 days since he's been laid. You know, I don't even think this guy masturbates. Seriously, look at those hands. Can you imagine, like, even attempting, but just imagine masturbating with those hands? I mean, look at them. They're all cracked and fucked up. There's no way that that could feel good. He'd probably do better fucking like roadkill. And, which, by the way, the guy eats fucking roadkill that he finds off off the road. Um, if this guy were to masturbate, just think about how much lotion he would need. I'm just going to say bottles. I honestly think that if he tried to masturbate right now with those hands, I think his fingers would just start like snapping off. It'd be like, oh yeah, oh, what the fuck is that my finger? I just snap my fingers up. I can't even pick them up. I don't have any fingers. I can't even. What am I gonna pick them up with? The funny thing is, the only reason this guy is even on the news right now at all is because he's going to win some kind of dumbass world record for not taking a bath. I don't know. Honestly, I just can't get over this guy. Uh, can you can you imagine how embarrassed this guy's mother is? She's like, oh, because I mean, look how fucking dirty he is. This guy doesn't, or this guy doesn't need a shower. He needs like a chisel, just chisel that shit off. Just ima- just imagine having to use a public toilet after this guy. I'd be like, no thanks. I'll just hold it, or maybe I'll just piss myself instead because that would be less gross. Can you imagine what his armpits smell like? Probably nowhere near as bad as his ass, and maybe half as bad as his breath. Because guess what, ladies? Like I said, this guy eats roadkill, and he also smokes animal dung. You know the stuff that's brown and sounds like a bell. Dung. Just picture him walking along and seeing like a big pile of animal shit, right? And just looking at that and going, hmm, animal shit. I think I'm going to smoke that. And then that's what he does. He just like scoops it up, you know, if it's gushy, bare hands, and then he'll just like put it in his pipe, packing it in, right? And then he smokes it. Just like that expression, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And that's just more proof that people will do anything to get high. They'll smoke animal shit. Um, and and we've all heard of smoking some good shit before, but come on, literally, uh, I tell you, everybody, just thank God that this isn't one of them scratch and sniff photos because like we'd all die. Hey, pop quiz. Do you know how this guy cuts his hair? Not with a scissor. He burns it off, right? And I mean, really. Somebody should just put this guy on some kind of fucking makeover show. Like, for pity's sake, right? Maybe that guy, Tim Gunn. He could take him, right? He could take him on as a project and do a whole reality show just based on him. And it could be like the whole season just working on this guy. Every episode could be like a different thing. Like today we're gonna just like, I don't know, do his one toenail, and next week we'll do the other toenail, you know. But you could see like the whole season of him like every time he'd have some little achievement, he'd be like, "Oh, do you see now what you could be?" And like Tim Gunn would just be crying all the time, right? Um, I'm just looking at this guy, and I'm like, I'm really thinking that you could punish the hardest, the most hardcore criminal. Just you use this guy, right? You just throw him in their cell, right? And you could just stop at that and just throw him in a cell and leave him there and be like, right? But I mean, like for real punishment, right? You can maybe make them lick this guy, and or like if it's a really bad, maybe even make them lick him clean, because all right, I don't know, maybe that's too cruel, right? But maybe instead of that, because that's pretty nasty. Maybe you can make it like an internet challenge or like say a game show challenge or something like that people would do willingly, right? And you could even have like a cash prize, like, you could like they could keep licking him for like 5 minutes, and in the 5 minutes, whoever gets him the cleanest, like maybe they win, I don't know, they win like $10,000. I mean, why not? That could be a real thing, right? Because people eat bugs and other fucked up shit on TV all the time. So I mean, I say do it. I I don't know. I'm just looking at this guy, and I'm just figuring this guy's got to be like some kind of science project just there. I like it's like some kind of big huge walking petri dish. And I'm sure that the cure for some disease or all diseases is like growing on this guy, even as we're talking right now, right? Uh, I, I mean, when someone lives like that and doesn't get sick, they have to be super, super immune, like bacteria and shit just bouncing off his chest, like bullets with Superman. Um, I, I think that like when this guy dies, some scientists or some team of scientists, the government, they should just grab his body and grind him up and then just start injecting him into sick people and see what happens, right? I mean, some will die, but I'm sure some will live, and then they can make cures for shit, from that. I mean, I think right now if you took this guy, right, I think right now you could take this guy and just inject this guy, take him and inject him with full blown cancer and full blown AIDS, right? Like AIDS cancer, a combination of the two, right? And I bet you anything that AIDS cancer that you injected him with would be like, what the hell no! Help! Get me out of here! I'd rather be injected in some guy's filthy asshole than being here.